before. So the beginning part of the wind of the breath technique, it's the process of, on your personal level and your personal anatomy. And this would be the beginning parts of urea body activation, true body, and urea body activation. In very simple terms, before we have the diagrams to show you and all of that, just imagine that you have two chambers of energy that run horizontally. You have one chamber, it's really wide, like a big tube, that runs down this way, and another one that runs down here. So one is on the right side and one is on the left side. The one tube that comes down on the right side is called the transposition passage, and the one that comes down on the left side is called the emancipation passage. The particular breathing, we can bring those passages together where they overlap. And in the place where they overlap, they combine the frequencies of energy that are in each. The transposition passage on the right side carries essential essence to the aqua essence. And on the left side, the emancipation passage carries the three quintessences. Those references are also in that Part 4 posting that I mentioned on our website. When you bring them together, they form what's called a luminaire. Now we will look at this more closely when we get into KDDL 3 and also in KDDL 4. But for now, if you can just remember, you have two passages, two chambers, but they're passages, they refer to them as. The transposition passage actually corresponds to the universal M33 triangulum passage, and the emancipation passage corresponds to the M31 Andromeda Galaxy emancipation passage. When we do a particular breathing technique and bring them in together, it begins to create a luminaire within our own bodies. The luminaire is referred to as the wind of the breath. And when we exhale it, after we create it through inhaling, we spread it back out through our plasma bodies, and that begins the progressive, very accelerated activations of a luminaire within the plasma body. There's more to this technique, but we'll have it like written down, and we'll show you diagrams. But for now, if you can just remember, you have two chambers, transposition passage. You can picture that one as a blue color. Emancipation passage on the left, you can picture that as a pink color. So blue on the right, pink on the left. And first, you empty your lungs, being aware of those two passages, and then bring your attention to right below where the breastbone stops, which is the heart of a femur point. And you're going to inhale, and when you inhale, you're going to inhale into that point. And when you inhale, you're going to bring together those two chambers briefly. So it's like the two chambers, go. So you're inhaling into here, and it's pulling those two chambers together. And then hold for as long as you can, because the longer you hold the chambers together, the more a luminaire builds. Don't make yourself pass out, though. That's not needed. And then when you feel, you need to breathe. Exhale. And as you exhale, just allow that luminaire that was formed when those two passages came together to spread through your entire plasma body. Just get the feel for breathing like that, because when we come back over the weekend of December 1st through 3rd, we'll take it to the next step. We will learn about what are called the lattice spheres. There are 3 lattice spheres within our urea body anatomy, and we'll begin to activate the lattice spheres. And the beginning part of that is beginning to feel how that movement works. So inhale, bring the pillars together, hold at the top of the inhale, create a luminaire, and create a luminaire, and create a luminaire, and create a luminaire as long as you can. And then exhale, the pillars go back out, and the luminaire spreads into your plasma body. If you play with this, you might be surprised at how hot, first of all, the frequency gets, and also how strong. It was that technique used in a group, just that much, All they had taught us was to do the two pillars, to bring the two pillars together, create the luminaire, spread out through the plasma body, and then link hands when the group did it that were here when Irma was coming over. And they said it was very, very powerful. And we were really spared. This whole area was pretty much very well spared. There's a reason for that too, that did have a little bit to do with the Guardians' intervention, but before it got here. But this technique, if you begin with the wind of the breath, this is just part one of the wind of the breath technique. There's more parts to it. That by the end of KDDL3, we will have the whole thing. This is the beginning place to start. And even though I don't have the diagrams up yet or anything, we're still working on them. I wanted to share that with you just verbally and just, quick demonstration so you can start to play with that, because it's really, really strong frequency and it's very protective as well. So you can use the beginning part one of the wind of the breath. Bring those pillars together, make a luminaire, and push them out just in a big bubble around yourself. If you feel frightened or threatened or anything, you can use these technologies to create what's called the Great Protector Field around you, which is the Aqua Essence Great Protector Field, the essence number 2. But it can also help you to calm yourself. Like if you're upset with anything or scared or angry or whatever, you can breathe your pillars together, hold, let the luminaire build. And a luminaire is like building peace, building love, building harmony, building safety. And let it go. And the love, peace, harmony, safety comes through your field. And when you put that frequency of peace and good things and love into your field, it will help attract those things and detract their opposites. So this technique seems very simple at first, and it is, but it's also very powerful. And I wanted to share that with you, even though we don't have all the diagrams done yet or anything, just because we've had really good results with it.